welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be on this look that I am wearing right now, which is using greens and some browns, and I did throw some copper in there. But yeah, if you guys want to know how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and this one is in the color Soft Ochre. And I'm gonna be applying that all over my lid and underneath as well. Now I'm just going to go in with my Sally Girl in the color Beige, and I'm gonna be applying that with my Sigma E38, and that will just help me blend in everything a lot better. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma eyeshadow, and this one is in the color Topaz. But before that, I'm just gonna be applying some tape so it gives me more of a sharper edge. And I'm gonna be blending all that in with my Sigma E35. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sally Girl in the color Copper, and I'm gonna be using that with my Sigma E36, and I'm just going to be putting that right on my crease, and that will just give me a better transition once I put the green color on top of it. Now I'm gonna go in with another of my Sigma shadows, and this one is in the color Shout. And I'm going to be using that with my Sigma E25. And once again, I'm just putting that all over my crease. And now I'm just going to go in with my Sally Girl shadow. And this one is in the color Forest. And I'm just going to be applying that with a Face Secret flat shaded brush. And I'm just gonna try to like tap it in so that way I don't have a lot of fallout, but it's just gonna happen, and you see, just cleaning it up with a fluffy brush. Now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. palette, and I'm just gonna be using that green, darker green color right on there, and I'm using that with my LUXIE 231. And pretty much all I'm going to be doing is patting in the color and just blending it out, so that way you wouldn't have any really hard edges, but it just more seamlessly. And don't worry about your edges, because that tape is really gonna help. And just to blend in a little bit better, I'm just gonna add a little more of my Sigma Topaz right on top of that. And just like you see, I'm gonna be adding and blending, adding and blending. But that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sally Girl, Your Majesty, and I'm gonna be using that with a Sigma. This one is the E46, and I did spritz that one with my MAC Fix Plus just to make it a little more vibrant, and I used that right on my inner corners. Now I'm just gonna keep adding more of the green shadow. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sally Girl, and this one is in the color Champagne, and then I'm just gonna use it to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. Now I'm just going to remove that tape, and I'm gonna create a wing liner with my Palladio gel liner. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go in with my Ardell lashes. I'm sorry. These ones are in the number 404. Right after that, I'm just going to apply my Palladio gel liner on my waterline. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay palette, and I'm gonna be using the color Trash. Now I'm gonna go in with the darker shade from the e.l.f. palette just to darken it a little bit. And I'm using with my flat definer brush from Sigma. Now I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay shadow, and that one is in the color Diamond Dog. And just to make it a little more darker, that's pretty much all I'm doing. Right on top of that, I'm gonna go in with the color Trash again. Now I'm gonna go in with my mascara, and this one that I'm using is by FEMME Couture, and this one is Build the Lash Fiber Mascara. All the products that I am using on this video will be listed on the bottom bar. Now for a little more highlight, I'm gonna go in with my BECCA Cosmetics one, and this one is by Champagne Pop. Now to moisturize my face, I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. Now I'm gonna go in with my Dr. Brain Pores No More, and I'm gonna be tapping that right on my cheekbones and pretty much everywhere actually. For my foundation, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal True Match, and this one is in the color W5. And I'm just gonna paint it on with a Face Secret brush, and now I'm just gonna blend it in with my damp beauty blender. Just like that. Now for contour, I'm going to be using my COVERGIRL in the color 165, and I'm going to be using my Sephora number 56. And I'm just going to blend that in with my Real Technique sponge. And just to clean up my contour, and just to clean up my contour, I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Concealer, and also to highlight and conceal, I'm using the same one. And I'm just using my beauty blender to blend everything in. This concealer blends in so nicely. It has to be my favorite. Now to set everything in, I'm going to go in with my NYX Mineral Set It Don't Fret It, and I'm using that just to bake a little bit, like under my contour and under my eyes. Now for to set in my contour, I'm gonna go in with my Real colors in the color Cabana, and also my Real Techniques brush. Just make sure you're blending everything in, and I'm using the e.l.f. stippling brush. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D blush, and this one is in the color Bellissima. And for highlight, I'm gonna go in with BECCA'S Champagne Pop. Alright, now for my lips, so I'm going to be using my Palladio Herbal Lip SLIX in the color cream. And this one will just be to underline them. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with my Palladio Velvet Matte in the color, what is this one? Rose Silk. And this one is a matte lipstick, and I definitely recommend this one. I definitely love it. Like always, I felt like I needed a little more color under my eyes, and I went in with my Urban Decay electric palette in the color Trash. Just like that. A little bit more blush, and we are good to go. Well, and this is it.
Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like the video, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. And I will definitely see you guys on my next one. Bye. Mwah.